land in Houston, and I didn't know exactly where I was going to go. But I had a friend in Houston whom I had texted, who made a recommendation. If you want a really nice area, go to the Woodlands. Evidently, a Woodlands is a really nice area outside of Houston, Texas, which is huge. So, went on Hotwire again, found this hotel. Alright, here my first full day in Houston. Got a great night's sleep. It's a fairly pretty day outside, but there's a lot of clouds and it's awful hot. I'm here in their cafe restaurant, and I'm taking the recommendations of Lauren, who is the waitress, for a good breakfast. Something I would never choose for myself, so we'll see how that works out. I have a lot of things to get done. I feel free of certainty anyway. I've got no certainty in my life anymore. At least not for a while, not till I get to a place I'm going to stay for a month at least. So, be back in a minute. And I'm going to post some video of this hotel and probably do a little review just of this hotel, because it was called an Indigo Hotel. And this hotel was really nice. The people were nice. The room was nice. Had this beautiful lake outside. The only bad thing about it was the heat index was like 110 and the humidity was like 60%. And it was just so... They had this beautiful outside pool, a beautiful sitting area, but who wanted to go outside? It just was too damn hot. But so far at this cafe, coffee is very good. Wow. Wonder why I came to Houston. It's a pretty simple thing. Houston has 56 non-stop international destinations from Houston International George Bush Airport. Cincinnati, where I sold my house, it has 2. From Cincinnati, you can go non-stop out of the country to Cancun, Mexico, if you want to go there. Tourist heaven. You will be surrounded by everybody who's escaping the United States for a 3-day weekend with their 5 kids. And you will pay exorbitant, probably the highest prices you'll pay anywhere in Mexico to stay. Which is all right, I guess, if you want it, but if you go about 60 miles away, down to one of the playas, pick your playa. They're all the same. It's just as beautiful, maybe even more so. And the other place you get to from Cincinnati is Canada Air does a non-stop to Toronto. Another place not on my list. But it's probably going to be worth coming down here. It's probably going to be worth coming down here just to relax. I think here comes breakfast, so I'll show it to you in a minute. Now, this is an unusual meal. I forgot what they call it again, but those are potato pancakes on top of a sauce with a little arugula and poached eggs and some mushrooms and some tomatoes. And Laura, a really sweet woman who's the waitress, suggested it. I hate poached eggs, or at least I thought I hated poached eggs, but I wanted to break one open and show you. And it looks excellently prepared, and this is something I would never order it at home. And I'm gonna dig into this and see just how good it is. I'll let you know. Yeah, one thing's for sure. If you tried to tool around the United States like I'm going to tool around the countries I want to go to, it would damn sure be expensive. I mean, there is nothing inexpensive about this place or every meal. I mean, I've done a lot of research on some of the places I want to visit, and what I'm going to pay is going to be 5 times what I could get it for in, I don't know, pick a place. Bangkok or Kuala Lumpur or Singapore, maybe 4 times in Singapore, who knows. But this is a really nice little place, but everything. I mean, you want to go from the Uber ride from Houston International Airport to this hotel was about a 15-minute ride, and with tip, that was $50. Not exactly Bangkok prices for sure, but this will be a good place to regroup, plan, and exit the country to a better spot. So as I sit here and put together a little B-roll for you, a little life behind the thoughts, I'll do a better job later, but we'll see what happens. Be back. But I stayed there for a week, and I'm looking around at what I want to do. And I'm looking all over the world. I'm going to go everywhere. Just looking for the right flight. This hotel's got a fire pit. Got some chairs. Real nice little pool area. Easy walk down steps. Towels all ready for you. This is a nice place. It's 7 minutes before the official sunrise here in Houston, Texas. I'm in a very enjoyable pool with my back up against the pulsating jet that's injecting water in the pool, I guess. I don't think this is any part of a jacuzzi. This is just the way they circulate the water through the filter. It's a really nice spot. I got up at 4 a.m. It's currently 6:15 and the sun's supposed to rise at 6:22 from this beautiful pool. You hear the waterfall in the background. I'll probably drift under that before I go back up and get back to doing some IT work for the man. You know how that goes. It's nice and calm out here. So something about just taking a dip in a pool just has that good feel to it. I hope that this audio is good. I think what I'm going to do now is switch it up here for a view of the sunrise and see what it looks like from in the pool. I'm not sure if this is actually level, but that's okay. We'll be back after the sunrise. Maybe we'll be back after the sunrise in a few minutes. And then they announced that the place of my dreams that I wanted to go to more than any other place was going to open up. So I went looking for a flight and I found one. But this is Armageddon, and so many flights, every time you turn on TV, 5,000 delays, 1,000 flights canceled. So I found a flight that went from Houston that flew to Dallas. And then from Dallas, switched planes and went nonstop the way I was going. I'm sort of hiding the lead there on where I'm going, because I'm going to do a little video on that. And I said, I'm not going to take the chance of getting a flight from Houston and having it canceled. That way I'd miss my connection in Dallas-Fort Worth. Now, Dallas is only about 3 hours to the northeast, 3.5, 4. And I have another friend who is in San Antonio. And that's more or less, did I say northeast? For Dallas, it's northwest. Sorry about that. San Antonio is more dead west. More going dead west that way. And so I said, well, I'm going to go over to see Patches, my friend. Haven't seen, but we converse through text and phone almost every month for the last 7 years since I left Vegas. He was a dealer in Vegas. Really cool guy. Really liked him. So I said, he's down in San Antonio. I got time to kill. Because the flight I wanted, in order to avoid Armageddon, I picked July 4th. And said, hey, I don't want headaches trying to get out here. So hopefully, if I pick right around noon on July 4th, the people will already have made it home to their families. And they'll be in the middle of getting ready to do a picnic or barbecue or whatever it is they're doing with their families. And they won't be flying right midday on the 4th, and I'm liable to get out of there smooth. So that's the flight I booked. And I went to stay a few days in San Antonio. Stay tuned. More vlogs are coming day by day that gets me out of the country. I'm going to put them up as fast as I can get them edited. Believe me. Embrace the chaos, because from the 13th of June till I got out of the country on July 4th, it was one adventure after another, and you'll have to check the next video in this series, which is coming out soon. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe not. I think so. I don't know. I'll try. Stay tuned. Follow.